Yeah.
This off.
Hello,
Yeah,
welcome
I'm not trying to make fun, I swear.
to the Season 14 IFAR race at Martinsville. Somebody's mic is echoing. But yeah, regardless, we are here today at Martinsville. I believe they raced here last season, so it'll be... I didn't actually watch last season's race, but we did race here last season.
They did. It was kind of a freight train, though, most of it.
Uh,
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a bad race. It was just, it was really, from what it looked like, it was really hard to pass, and that kind of looks to be the case here, but a little looser. So I think we'll see a lot more passes based off of like merit of just keeping it on the bottom. Because we can't really do any bump and run type stuff here without wrecking someone. So it's kind of wait for someone to slide in the middle of the corner and then take the opportunity.
Yep.
My thing here is tire wear. These guys are gonna be using a lot of their tires probably, depending on where they are in the track. But if they use up all their tires, they may cause a wreck.
Yes, that is a great point. And I did some laps on this before they went and changed some of the stuff. But from what I can feel, it really leans on the rear end coming off corners. So it likes to lean on that
Oh!
right rear. But
We have
it's
someone up and over in turn 2.
Stephen Gibson.
oh really now? Oh. And I barely got to see who that was. That was interesting. They definitely seem to slide a lot more on the entry.
I think what they
It's
need
hard
to
to stick the
do,
bottom.
break and hope for the best.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that pretty much explains it.
But
The hard thing about this is really just going to be trying not to wheel hop and also to stick the bottom. That's the key thing.
the last thing, Homestead, if you remember, we did driver picks. Who you guys think's gonna win?
Zach,
I'm gonna
do you
go
want
on
to
a
go first?
limb and say Kyle Watts.
I wouldn't say that's
I
a
would
limb, but
also,
yeah, that's a good pick.
yeah, I mean that's a pretty good pick. Although if it was anywhere else, I would pick him. But here, I'm gonna pick Dunlaprad. Yes, I'm sorry, Kyle, my fellow Texan. I'm sorry.
Maybe Gibson.
Yeah, but that's an interesting pick. I feel like Dunn's the best pick though, considering I mean, aside from those that shall not be named, he's one of the best tire savers. He has a lot of experience. I remember, I guess when it had been season 9 in IFAR when we went to Indy and he whooped everyone's butt
Cause
just by saving.
he don't have the green stuff up on the ticker.
I'm aware.
Just
Yeah, Ticker's being a little funky today.
Nah, I just straight up didn't prepare. I'm be dead real. Like OSCC.
Yeah, I texted him. I went, yo, IFAR starting soon.
Yeah, after your game crashed for last broadcast, you kind of gave up. I don't know. I feel like this is going to be a very interesting race, no matter how you slice it.
So, this race might be how much laps is this? 125.
Oh, jeez.
125.
125
Oh, wow.
laps.
Wait, that's more than we did at Southern National. And that was smart. Huh. Interesting. Sorry, go ahead.
This is gonna be a long endurance race, basically. So, people need to be more prepared than a lot of other people. And as people come in these corners, I'm seeing that back end getting a little bit air. I don't know if you guys seen that, but
It is, and I can tell you exactly why, because it's really, as you're getting out of the corners, the weight shifts from the front to the rear very quickly as you're trying to step on the gas. So what's causing that is for that rear end to step
yep,
out.
there goes 51.
51 is a great example of that. It wants to get on the right rear and hang there, which gives you rotation, but it is gonna spin you out if you ain't careful with it. So that's why I'm kind of fearing that's why I didn't go with like Kyle or Delgado, because with a track like this, it's throttle management. This is the Darlington of short tracks. It is scary, it is mean, and it'll grab and bite you.
True. And as LaPrade has wake time, and also I'm pretty sure track record 19.011.
Check the all-time stats for that one.
That's a fast lap. Yeah, I don't think. Honestly, if he gets out in clean air for the most of this race, the only way that digs him in is pitch strategy or lap traffic. But that's granted he gets the pole.
Yeah.
Because Kyle Watts is probably the second most likely to be contender, but I just don't know how he's going to fare in the long run. Because I've been watching him during as he rides well. I've been watching him in practice, and a lot of these guys are struggling in the center. They're not getting on the brake hard enough, and it's just wanting to slide, go into a four-wheel slide.
As we have 7 minutes before qualifying, so I would get some popcorn, get a drink, and it's gonna be a fun time.
Yep, if Robbie was here, he'd probably be getting the Miller High Life right about now.
Yeah, he's actually doing that in the OCC broadcast now that they mention it.
Yeah, no, I was
really?
watching it.
Ah, that makes sense.
I'll watch almost all your broadcasts at this point.
Did I impress you, Zach?
Yeah, I was pretty impressed with the performance. Not gonna lie. I mean, it's just aside from some hiccups, you did have a pretty solid
It's
day.
not showing.
Wait, impressed by what?
He had a pretty good performance in the
My
race,
run
I'd
at
say.
Lime Rock.
Oh yeah, it was pretty good actually. I won't lie. The booth was very energetic. I think it's half of just Robbie and everyone else bouncing off of his energy.
The race was energetic, but like post race was like, oh, not so much. But hey, that's you got your advantage in some places, and some places
The
you don't.
post race was like, can we go to sleep now?
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
showing top 13.
I think the
Well-
couple of Millers are we're starting to get into Robbie's system a little bit there.
It might be because only 13 people have set a lap.
Yeah, it's really quiet for this race, which is not surprising. This is the easiest way to get into penalties and problems, and it's a short track,
Yeah.
a very technical short track.
One thing to note.
So
I'm gonna tell you, my first ever race was at Bristol, and that was at NAR. So yeah.
that I am sorry for your loss.
No.
But no, what I think this race is going to turn into is really a test of the Goliaths. Because I mean, if you've noticed, a lot of the best guys are currently in the lobby right now. If you've noticed, the times are pretty close to each other. They're within 2/10 of the top 10, basically,
Yeah.
mostly, except for like 9th and 10th. So I think what we'll see is there will be about 7 people that will pull away off of merit,
Do this.
and it's going to be a tight, close fight pretty much the whole day.
Yeah.
Is that pretty fair to assume?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone has a good chance. If they just get the pick off.
Matthew,
Yeah,
I do want to
that's a
note,
good point.
real quick, Matthew, you are echoing a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
How about now?
Testing 1 2. Sounds better.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I just had to turn down my headset.
Oh. I was
Now-
gonna say, how'd you do that?
Now, this is one other thing that we have to take in consideration. Martinsville is both a blessing and a cursing to underdogs. So, I mean, we could see Victor Delgado pull out another good showing like he did the past race at Homestead. Because, I mean, if he bides his time and plays it well, he could be within the top 5, I think. I think that's entirely reasonable.
I have to restart my whole NR.
About 3 minutes left in, well, 4 minutes-ish left in practice. Get these guys a little bit more used to the setup or whatever that they need to do to
Yeah.
get ready for this race.
Take a look at what he did.
I think Watt's struggling to
Kyle
find
is-
time.
Oh, yep, there goes
I
Kyle.
think Kyle's trying to go for fast laps because he keeps spinning out like
Yeah.
a lot. I
And
think
he
he's
keeps-
just trying to find the limit.
Yeah, I think the thing is he has to win practice. If he doesn't win practice, then he gets a demerit.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's not a bad
Wait,
idea.
demerit. Wait, a demerit? What is this, Catholic school?
Nah. Nah, Neil Gallagher he gets in trouble with Neil Gallagher if he doesn't win
Big
practice.
for 51 and-
Oh yeah.
Okay. Why are we
Oh
not
my
working?
God, Gibson's car is destroyed. Wow, that was interesting. I guess he ramped on the wall or something.
That was
I
crazy.
feel like Mr. Excitement, Gino Bononi, will probably be interesting this race. Considering from the last broadcast, he kind of just seemed to just hover in the top 5 the whole day and was kind of like Jaws.
Put together a solid finish if I remember
Uh-oh.
correctly. Oh,
Here we go.
Big wreck.
spoke too soon.
Yep, yeah, you definitely spoke way too soon.
Alright, there we go. That's up now.
Yeah, pretty small field tonight for qualifying.
Yeah.
Alright.
Smallest field this season. Let's go ahead and get an idea what our fuel's going to look like. We got 94 laps projected fuel. The race is 125, so definitely a one-stopper here tonight. Unless tires are that much of a factor, then we'll probably
Well, I'm
see
sure
a
they
little
will
more.
be. It's always,
I mean-
tires are always a factor here.
Yes, very much so. Tires will be a factor, but I also have a feeling that it will definitely be a factor because I think we're going to get long green flag runs.
Yep.
With the very little amount of people there are, and most of them being, really
Now it's
good.
qualifying.
Even
So
yes, I think some of them, even if they're even in the back, are still really competent. So I think we'll see very good racing. Hopefully, some side by side racing. Of course, Carlos,
As
that's the first
laps
lap.
are coming in,
Yes. Oh, Gibson.
Gibson is up in first, but what can LaPrade do?
Yes, that was his first lap, so we shall see. Ooh, Kyle Watts did not have a good first lap. We shall see.
Also didn't win practice.
No, he didn't.
He
Probably the
moves
worst
up
part.
to
Yeah, he
7th.
moves up just a bit. Dunn hasn't moved. They haven't moved. I guess. Did they potentially bin it on the second lap?
Possible.
Oh, wow. That's Gibson with a 20.2 flat. That's a good lap time.
Yeah, in practice we've seen a 19.9 from Dunn. Fortunately, wasn't able to
Yeah.
replicate it for qualifying.
No, I think what happened is he may have bended on the second. Oh. Well, never mind. I think I know what happened. I think he may have had some problems, had to fall out, potentially. Not sure.
D-Dog just joined the server.
Maybe if I get
He
a
was pretty
second to
hyped.
ask him after the race is done, I might ask him what
As
happened there.
See if D-Dog can win again. He was pretty hyped yesterday after his gnarl win in Rockingham.
Yeah, he
Tryout race.
was. I mean, that was surprisingly a very good battle between him and Cole Rodriguez. That was a really good battle.
Cole racing tonight?
No, I didn't
No.
see him.
Mm.
He hasn't raced the last couple of IFAR races. I'm not sure what's up with that.
as qualifying gonna end here soon. Only 10 drivers qualified.
It's an understandable feeling to.
As happy hour is going to be starting here soon, drivers should indeed do pit stops and practice those.
It would look like as such.
So, Zach, can you please refresh the ticker?
Which one?
Scroll.
What's wrong with it?
It's showing practice even though I have a thing where it should automatically refresh.
Yeah, it's automatically refreshing. It should be showing.
It's showing
Is
top
it
12
not?
even though there's 6 people who drove.
Yeah, they are doing their pit speed just in case there's a long green flag run.
I would just refresh the ticker for race.
Race time, fellas.
Zach.
So, with this, the trying to make sure I don't cover up Alex, whatever he's saying there. So, no shocker that it is a lot of Toyotas. Go wide, turn on. Classic. One thing I've also noticed is they're using a lot of slip angle to rotate. I question if that'll have very consequences on the first lap.
Yeah, but Stephen Gibson, first career pole. Looks like they're going to reset the server.
Yep.
Yeah, very small field compared to what we're used to seeing here tonight.
Hey, any field is a good field at that point.
True.
And play, you don't need a full field of cars to get an entertaining race, you know.
They're going to have their individual battles. D-Dog, twice this weekend, he's going to have start on the grid and have to fill up a whole row, or at least...
He's got a time penalty.
Yep. Same thing happened to Gnarl last night.
Yeah.
Waiting for outside pulse, waiting for the outside row to join the server.
I will say this. Thank you, Garson, for being the only person with chrome wheels. It makes you stand out so much easier. Thank you.
Chrome wheels?
Yes, he does. Chrome wheels underrated.
I thought they were white.
No, they're chrome. I think. No, they are white. I think they are white. I have on my Wrangler car that I made for IFAR for testing. I have a chrome wheels as well.
Garson's.
Stephen Gibson, not sure if this is his first pole or not, but if it is, congrats to him. Regardless, it is the fastest car in qualifying. We're about to go green here.
Oh.
And the green flag is out. They dive off in turn 1.
81 goes wide into turn 1. It's going to miss the corner.
Yes, but he keeps it off the wall.
Oh, the wrecking on the front back stretch. Oh, Gino in.
Oh, Gino was almost on the pit wall.
Pretty sure it's a restart.
They're going to keep it straight.
Unless it's not.
Nah, it's a restart. No, it's a restart.
Yeah, they're wrecking in the front straightaway.
Oh, they're dead.
Oh, now they're flipping.
Now we gotta try it again.
Gino kind of popped off the wall. That was very interesting looking.
How'd you
I gotta figure out names. That was Talha on the 14. Okay.
Drivers, to your cars.
Yes.
No.
Here we go. Got the best seats in the stadium. I'm all the way at top row.
I am a bird's eye view.
Yes, same.
Where should I set my camera? I can see the whole track from the back straightaway. Keep switching my camera.
Drivers, start your engines.
As they're gonna fire their engines up.
Engines fired, temp. Everything's coming up to temp. They get rolling.
They're going through turn 1.
It's turn 3,
middle
mate.
of 2.
It's turn 3, mate. Turn 3 4.
Toyota on the inside, Chevy on the outside. So we get ready to go green.
Green flag is out here in Martinsville.
They're rolling and a showing.
81 again into the wall. In the corner, in the first turn.
Oh boy,
Not a great start tonight.
I wonder if that's on purpose for Landon Lyle to go all the way to the back.
It could be, but I don't know why you want to go to the back of Martinsville. That's not a safe place to be.
Not to mention track position is so valuable here.
Yeah, so valuable. I mean, you get back here, it's gonna take 20 laps at least to make up like 5-6 spots.
Brad to the lead.
Playing these,
we'll see how it works out.
He's playing them
the
Sorry, go
14
ahead.
almost forces Garson up the track there in turns 3 and 4.
Yes, that's a whole gaggle of cars going out into turn 1. 15 and the 17 are the closest thing we got to a battle right now.
Oh, would there
but
be
that is quick.
contact? Put the 17 on the wall. He goes
Oh,
around.
17's around. Keeps it off the wall, though. Good job.
Single car, but unfortunately at the cost of Ruby Estes.
Yes, and that, I mean, that tire is, if he's flat spotted the tires too much, that's gonna cost. It's the Dunn wasted no time in getting around Gibson. Not surprising.
Now here's Landon Lyle trying to work on 12 there.
Gino got around Clements as well.
As
Gino slides up way
Gibson
big.
is slowly trying something here, trying to catch
can't-
up with leader.
Yes, Landon Lau is all over the back bumper of Delgado
Yes.
as he gets inside of him, going into turn 3, maybe?
Gonna
No,
try
he does
it.
not.
Yeah, he's gonna
Yeah, there he goes. He got it now.
send it
Dunn
deep in the
is no
corner. He's
surprise
gonna
in
be
pulling away.
able to just clear him. He might
he
be
got the
able to
pass.
right here in 1 and 2.
Yeah, he get him.
And he does.
And he makes the pass. Good job.
As the
Dunn-
24 is rolling up on the
Sorry, go ahead.
51 out of 3.
Would be Gino.
Ooh,
24.
Tala got. Well, is that? Yeah, Tala's on the 14, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Tala got a little up there in the middle of 1 and 2, but Carson did not pounce on it too much. Lot of give and take so far is what I've noticed, which is good. This is good to see. No, as I said earlier, not surprised that it's kind of gotten single file, but the front two have pulled away from the rest, and Dunn was pulling away for a second. Gibson's kind of
Yeah,
keeping him in arm's reach. I think also not wanting to use up the stuff.
Yeah, it looks like that's what he's doing. And
Zach
Yeah.
Ticker's not working.
they're pulling away a lot
Yeah.
from Gino
Yeah.
here.
What I've noticed is Gibson's really holding the bottom. Like, he's not using much slip angle. He's kind of just rim riding it like it's Dover almost. You know how you want to keep as close to the inside as you can. But Dunn and Gino have been kind of arcing it, so I don't know how that's going to fare for tires later. That could have good effects. That could have bad effects.
By the way, Kyle Watts has just entered 6th place just past Gino, and the 92 Joshua
Yes.
Clemens goes wide loose off turn 4.
Hold on,
Talha's
what?
gonna have a huge run.
Gino's in like 3rd.
No, I said Joshua. Did I say Joshua Clemens or Gino?
You said Gino.
Oh, I said Gino? I thought I said Joshua.
You said Gino.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good.
As Kyle Watts is trying to reel in between Tala
Clements.
as
He's really cooking it into the entries.
Yeah, and
he
I was there.
I don't think he's really trying.
I think it's just the fact that he's on controller. It's really hard to get that precise braking you need to hit the corner perfectly.
Yep.
Because I had that same issue in my practice with this track. Is if you don't hit it right, you can just cast a sail. You're gone, man.
As
Okay.
there's a little bit contact between
Spread.
15 and 20.
Landon has really fallen off the rest of the pack. Like Landon and Delgado are like a mile behind. I'm wondering what's up with that. But they're getting really spread out. The front two have pulled away into their own pack. Then there's Gino out in no man's land, and then Joshua Clements kind of leads that second 3-car pack currently. D-Dog is caught back up to the left into this pack, it looks like, which is good.
Kyle's trying to put the pressure on Talha now. For what looks to be 5th place.
That looks to be the case.
And
Oh,
almost
and
puts
they
the
fall.
bumper to the back of him.
Yeah, that was a little aggressive, but it looked like Tala was just struggling in the center of the corner and had to use some brake to get it to bite it down into the corner again.
Yeah, it's very heavy
know.
defense right now for Talha to try and hold on to this top 5 spot.
I very much agree with that. Joshua and Gino have been really just smooth with it, I've noticed. I'd say that.
I'm pretty
Gino
sure
misses
as
the corner.
tall is on controller too.
No, he's not a controller.
No, Talha's on wheel.
He's on wheel. Oh.
Yeah, I think he's got a G29 or a G27, something like that.
I think he's got a Moza.
Oh, he's got a Moza? Dang, lucky
wow.
him.
Could be
If I
wrong,
end up
but
upgrading my stuff at some point for iRacing, I definitely want to try and get a Moza or whatever the other like really small compact direct drive wheel is. I forgot what it was called. It was really cool. But
As
yeah,
Kyle
the front
Watts
two
hits
have
the wall.
yeah the front two have put
Oh,
the
Kyle
afterburners
Watts
on.
almost spins it.
Yeah, seeing that they both got loose in the corner right there, entering one. But they are still all over nose to tail for 5th place.
As Talha's reeling in with that 92. See if he can pick off.
Ooh, Talha
Yeah,
kind
it
of
looks
missed the
like
exit right there.
it looks like Tala and Kyle have kind of reeled back in. Gino and Joshua Clements. Looks like those two are struggling. Honestly, it looks like where Kyle is struggling the most is the entry.
Kyle
As he locks
almost
it up.
spins it.
Yeah, he locks it up and kind of ships it into the corner there. He's really struggling right now.
He did just hit the wall, so that's going to be some right side damage.
Potentially. It's caved in just a little. Not enough to actually affect his handling, but just enough to kind of.
Battlefield
Enough
League's
to be a
starting heat
reminder.
up a little bit too.
Yes, that is also a very good point. I should have checked that. The one thing that adds this into this variable with it wanting to lean on the right rear is once them tires get heated up, they're going to have less grip. So what's going to happen is they're going to ship it off in the corner. And, well, they're going to meet Dale Jarrett in the big brown truck soon because they're going to be shipped off to who knows where afterwards. Yeah, these front two are gone.
Yeah. Pulling away a lot from Gino once again. And it doesn't seem like Gino's getting anything.
And I can tell you the updated gap here between them.
0.1 seconds.
3rd place is
It's about a 3-second gap between
Yeah.
3rd and 2nd, with the front two
And
being
then
essentially on top of each other.
The 20 car and the 17 car.
D-Dog?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Where are
Yeah, I was about to say, where is
actually?
Gino?
They,
Or not
they
Gino.
Is he even on track?
Daniel.
he's
I didn't even think
7
so.
laps down.
He might have
so-
fallen out.
Oh, yeah, he may
And
have.
Estes is
fallen out.
13 laps down.
Because I think his pit box is still there. Hang on, let me check this.
51 is all over on the
Uh,
prod right now.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't see it.
I don't see him.
I guess he must have
Yeah, he might
called
have
it
fallen
quits,
out.
possibly? Let me check.
Or called it
He's
quits.
8 laps down. It doesn't say why, though. That's...
Let me
No,
go.
pit road, right? No.
No, he's not on pit road. I'm looking at pit road right now. I don't see him.
Let me go look back here.
Maybe it's in the chat. Yeah, it
Potentially.
just says. Yeah, he says he's out.
Oh.
He disconnected,
That's
so he might
unfortunate.
have either left
Might
or
just call it
fallen out.
quits.
Yeah.
Something like that. Oh, as Gibson is right on the back bumper
Yeah, he
of,
is. All over done the prod. The
done.
pressure is on for the battle for the lead here at Martinsville.
Yes, very much so.
As I think LeProd has used some of his tires up, and Gibson is just trying.
Ooh.
I
think that just proved your theory right there. He kind of sailed it.
Oh, there's Kyle
apparently
Watts is
there's-
around apparently.
Kyle Watts.
Might have
Oh,
binned it.
uh-oh.
Out of turn number
He's
4.
with Landon Lyle now.
Having
Yeah,
a
he
look
looks
here.
loose right
Yes,
now. Oh
it does
yeah,
look
Oh!
he's
like
very
that.
loose. Almost gets into the 12th. But Victor
Thinking
Delgado,
he's
he's gonna
coming
come
to
down
the
pit
pit.
road.
Yeah, he's coming down pits. I'm
First
trying to see
pit
it. I think he
tonight.
might have a tire down.
Yeah, that might be.
Oh, struggling on
case
pit road
for
even.
Yes. Yeah.
He is
He's
bouncing
gonna go on
I
that
think
pit
he's.
road.
So
Yeah, I
he
think
has
he
a
might
tire
have a
down.
right front. No, right front, but a left front down on that car. It looks like. I might be wrong. Very unfortunate for Kyle Watts. As more
Now-
people lock it up into turn 1.
He might be going 2 laps down here very shortly, but the battle for the lead still
Out
very
there.
close.
Yeah, Gibson is slowly reeling Dunlaprat in, which
And they almost touched bumpers there.
Gibson is getting the good arc off the
Gibson's
corner, but he just got the curb right there. Off turn number 2.
Gibson's kind of shipping it into the corners. He is braking later. I think he's trying to get some of the good out of his tires while he still can before they're used up.
And this time the prod gets a little bit of a gap going into 1, but though it looks like turn 1 and 2 is Gibson's strong spot, so
Yes,
if he
and
wants to make a
Kyle
move-
Watts is back on track 2 laps down.
fortunate. But if Gibson wants to make a move, it might be in 1 and 2 because that's where his car seems to be the best. At least right now.
Yes, as they are slowly approaching Delgado the third, so I think Vic's got to get a move on over there, or he might be in some trouble.
Yeah, and how much, like I said last night too, how much does that affect the battle for the lead?
And Gibson is on LeProd's bumper in
Well-
3 and 4.
Yes, as they barrel it down to 1 and 2. I think, I mean, Victor is a good sport, so I think he'll get out of the way before that even becomes a problem. But if not, with how difficult it seems to be to pass here, because I haven't really seen any passes off pace. I've seen them just off of mistakes. Aside from the very get-go, it's really hard to make a pass.
And now Gibson almost
skips
hits.
it.
Yeah, like I said, 1 and 2 is his best spot, and he almost tried to make a move right there and almost ended up
Yes, at least.
into the
1
rear
and
bumper
2.
at 74.
Yeah, 1 and 2 seems to kind of contour
gonna
into the corner.
Get a little bit of contact with LeProd in 3 and 4.
As, I mean, you can't even fit a piece of paper, but oh,
Man, that's
Yeah.
close.
yeah, don't stick your hand at the back bumper. That's not gonna go well. Hardly fit a piece of
And
paper
LeProd
between them two.
almost saw it there.
Gino's
Garson's coming
holding
down
them
pit
within
road.
sight. If anything happens to one of these two, I think Gino's in the best spot to hang out, but he's really struggling on the entry. Keeps sliding it. That's what's costing him time, because otherwise he's holding pace with them, surprisingly.
The 70
As I
of
think
Garson Moon
I
is on
think
the road.
Gibson's gonna try to do something here
Got some pit stops.
soon.
14,
Yeah,
92,
these are
15.
Oh,
scheduled
first round.
green
yeah,
flag pit stops.
Yeah, that would be about scheduled at this point, I think.
And
Yeah.
the 74 is
Oh.
going to come down. The 51's going to do the
And-
overcut.
Gibson will be leader
Uh,
once again.
Also, the 15 of Rivera and the 92 of Joshua Clements are also on pit road. Tala Aziz is on pit road as Garson Muyung makes his exit.
As
I
the
question how that's
51's
gonna
gonna
work.
come in.
Yes, 2 of the front runners, our former leader, Dunlaprat is in, as well as Gino Bononi is in the pits as well. Tala
Yes,
Aziz
now
just
some
gets
of
out.
the other people are trying to get their laps back.
Yes, this could be good for Kyle Watts, because he may be, if he plays his cards right, he might be able to get a lap back out of this, but that's
Well,
questionable.
big gap for Dunlaprat on the 51, it looks like.
Victor
Oh, the
is trying
51
to play.
just got in his stall. That's
Yeah, the
interesting.
Victor Delgado, the lone Mopar, is playing an interesting game because he's in third now, cycling. But I'm questioning if this is trying to get some track position or in hopes there's a caution.
And Gibson is back out on the speedway.
Yeah, he tried blocking the prod right there on the exit,
So,
but
yes, because I think at a truck like this, undercutting is definitely going to gain you so much time because of trying to get on and off pit
And
road.
second place is on pit road.
That's why these two literally never give up. They went in the pits nose to tail. They come out the pits nose to tail.
And
Nothing
Landon
changed.
Lyle will be
The
basically
leader.
your new leader.
yeah, he's staying out right
He'll-
now. but we'll see how that works out in the long run.
Yes, he will inherit the lead after. Well, he already did. I think this is the third lap he's
Yeah,
led now. But I
he's led a
question
couple
how much
laps at this
longer.
point.
I
Will
question how
he
much longer
lead?
he can go on those worn out tires. As
Thinking-
Victor Delgado is in second.
I'm thinking with Lyle, because you got 93 or 92 laps to a tank. I don't know how long he's going to put it out, but he has quite a bit of time if he wants to. He may be thinking about pitting a little bit later and then having that push to the end. I don't know if that's the right strat, but with where he's at, I don't hate it.
Yes, and also from my projections, sorry, I was wrong. Victor Delgado apparently had pit at some point.
Yeah,
I
as
guess we missed it.
Moo Young is trying to
Oh, he
get
does-
past, and Landon Lyle gave up some spots.
Does Landon have a problem? No.
No, he's just
well,
on Toll tires. This is a product of
yeah, I think he's just
old
getting out of
versus
the way
new
for
tires. Yeah.
them. I don't know why he's losing so much time at this point. I don't know why he's staying out. I guess he's just hoping and praying for a caution during the pit cycle.
I don't
That's
think
my
that's
best
gonna
guess.
happen.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely not.
I think he's going for.
Kyle Watts is back on the lead lap, by the way. I don't know
yes,
exactly
Landon
when that
Lyle is
happened.
coming up pit row this time. That'll give the lead back to Dunleprod and the 51 of Gibson, second place.
Indeed. As speaking of which, the leaders are coming around 4 right now. They will lap him. That's the problem with staying out that long is if they once they inherit the lead like that, I mean they're gonna blow right by him. He's gonna go a lap down at least from this endeavor, maybe 2, based on pace. But once again, after pit stops, Dunleprad and Gibson have come out nose to tail. Hardly can put a piece of paper between the two, and they are back at it again.
There is a good battle for 6th place. Kyle Watts, Joshua Clements.
Yeah, they got a bit of a gaggle of cars back here. Garson Muyoung is still holding out strong. He's finally having a good run for once.
We have
Poor dude has
76
had a rough year.
laps to go.
Yes, TalhaDevYT as well having a good run, hanging out in that 7th position, and a nice striking spot to get the top 5 finally. Again, a really rough season on his end.
Kyle kind of parked the bus right in front of the 92, missing the
They
corner.
kind of stuck them up.
As Gibson,
Whoa, wow. That
He's
time he didn't
holding
even miss
these
the
3 guys
corner.
up
He's
here.
just... Yeah, he's just really slow in the center. I think he's just holding the brake too long.
Yeah, and I think he's got about 10 or 15 lap older tires than these guys, so...
Oh, has he
That
not
could
pitted
be-
yet?
No,
Or did he underpit?
He pitted after that spin. And then hasn't pitted since, but
I
that
don't.
could be
Oh,
the
okay,
reason
that
why.
would explain that.
I don't think
Yeah.
he's gonna be able to make it from here. He'll have to pit again.
No, he's gonna have to, yeah.
He's gonna have to pit, but I think he's just holding out for a caution. But what you're seeing right here is faster versus slower.
Correct.
And the one who's benefiting most from that issue is actually probably Garson Muyoung, because this allows him to essentially save, and he's not under threat or pressure or anything. He's just kind of
Kyle Watts,
he can ride.
Back end lefted a little, in 3, so I think his tires and his rear is getting a little bit worn
Little
out.
spicy.
Once
Kyle
again,
finally
Oh, there he
lets
goes, he
Joshua
misses.
Clements go.
Yeah, I mean that is a teammate, so that would make sense.
Gonna give him a little bit of a shot going into 1. Not
Yeah,
only
just,
that,
just a love tap, you know, just a love tap. Nothing serious.
Talha almost gave him.
Yeah, Dunn is kind of pulling away from Gibson again. This seems to happen earlier in the run.
Yeah.
Gibson would struggle, but as the run goes on, Gibson gets better.
I think Gibson
Compared to
is better
him.
on worn tires than fresh.
I agree, either that or Dunn starts to struggle more. It's one of those 2 factors, because the longer I've noticed, yeah, Dunn slides up in the center just a little bit as Gibson hugs that line. I think that's making the difference. Gibson saves his stuff early on so he can be there at the end. He gets better as the run goes.
And Daniel Rivera is working on a pass on Talha right now for, I believe, 7th place.
They get a little bit touchy there.
Yeah, it's getting close there, but I think
Oh,
Rivera's going to be able to pull it off
almost.
here. Going
Yes,
into 1.
Rivera can kind of bomb it down to turn 1, but almost put Talha on the wall that time by.
And he'll
going down the
clear him
front.
off turn number 2 this time by. And
Yeah, I
Joshua
think Talha-
Clements has caught
At the wall.
Garson Muyoung. And now that's going to be a battle for 4th place.
Yes, we
There
finally
has
we
been
might have some more
no
action.
cautions out yet, but
Don't jinx it.
there could be.
Don't jinx it. There could be. There could be. But for now, don't jinx it. However, yes, it has stayed clean so far, aside from a few small mishaps.
Rivera has catch to Kyle Watts.
Clements misses the corner trying to get to Garson and pretty much loses
Drop
it
back.
out of turn 2. But he keeps it
Yeah.
straight.
Now he's got about a 2-car length gap to try and close back up again. They bomb it down to 3 and come off 4. Hey Zach.
Huh?
How's this been so far? Who do you think looks the strongest
And
right now?
Rivera almost,
He almost-
touches the
That was close.
left rear of Kyle Watts.
Yeah, no, I'd have to say Dunn LaPrade or Steven Gibson, definitely. But I think of those two, it's kind of hard to say because LaPrade has that track advantage, and passing her, as you said, we haven't seen anything. So honestly, I think Dunn still has the upper hand regardless, but Steven's not out of it.
I likewise agree. I think Steven, I think Gibson
Rivera-
can get to him in time, but the thing is, can he make the pass? I think it's gonna come down to the wire on that one.
Rivera is trying so hard to get past Kyle.
I think
Now
he's gonna do it.
I want to give a shout out to Gino here. Because
Almost.
Gino's been in 3rd place this entire time, and he's pretty much remained about 4.5 seconds behind these guys consistently this entire race. So if something happens to one of those two, and the other falls off, he is there to capitalize. But I don't know how much is actually going to come of that.
I think he's been mediating his pace pretty well, just making sure
Yeah.
he has that pace and stabilizes it through the run.
Yes, Gino's biggest issue, he's been sliding in the middle of the corner, it looks like, or at least on the entry. He's kind of having a hard time keeping it on that line, but I think he's getting better as it runs, considering they did only just start
Kyle
the
gets loose in
test
the 3
session. Oh,
and somehow saves it, but that's gonna open the door for Rivera
Daniel
to get
Rivera,
by,
yes.
and Talha. But he
Yeah.
got very loose on the entry of turn 3.
I don't think Tala is complaining one bit about, as he
He hit
clips
the curve on turn
yeah.
2 and lost that battle
Aw,
right
man.
there. And the battle for the lead, once again, is getting heated up. 51 is all over LaPrade once again.
Yes, and honestly, this group might want to start, picking up the pace, start get boot scooting and boogieing, because the leaders are coming. They're about 2 corners behind.
And Gibson almost hits LaPrade's rear bumper there and had to get on the brakes.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
these
Back
guys
all
have pit
over the
once. These guys have pit
Garth-
once.
oh,
I think they're gonna have to pit again
we-
for tires at least. So I don't think
Yes,
even
the
we can make it
tires are
on the fuel.
The tire life is about 35 to 45 laps-ish before they're just dead. We have a nice battle between Garson and Joshua right now. These two were bombing it off into turn 1 the past lap, and I thought
He's
they
got
was
3 or
going to
4
get
different
clipped.
battles all
Ooh.
over the racetrack. And it's pretty close between all
As
3 of them.
Gibson is trying
It's
to
been anything but boring. Tala's got a run on Kyle Watts as
I
he
think-
Well,
takes it
Clements is
down to
gonna
the
get that
inside.
pass.
I think if
Yes.
Gibson can do a
Oh, Kyle Watts!
Net
Watts is
code.
around in 3.
There's
Backs
netcode
into the
there.
wall.
Oh, he has a
He's
tire
gonna be
down.
Very loose, and he's gonna get lapped
Oh, he's
once
got a tire
again.
down. Oh,
Yeah,
I thought
that's
it was
a
netcode. I think
No, that was
he
tire.
may have blew out a tire.
yeah. He's
Wow.
gonna have to.
Enters the corner.
LaPrade
Oh
is
yeah,
trying
he's slow. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
definitely
he's
blew
got a
out.
right rear tires down on that
as the
car.
front
like a right
is
front.
getting heated.
Is it right front?
LaPrade
It might be left front actually,
was
No, it
gaining.
says left. It
Yeah,
says
that's
left
a left
front.
front.
He'd be leaning.
or
or
right
something.
front. Yeah, that's right front. I bet.
Either way, the battle for the lead remains the same. 2 of them about a hot dog apart.
A paper apart.
I don't know about paper.
And that'll basically do it for Kyle Watts.
Yes, Gino.
That's a paper. There.
Gino's lost about 3/10 or so, I think. I think his pace is starting to slow just a little bit. Oh, as he kind of gets a little loose off exit there.
He's still all over him. He's gonna have a good exit right here. Mike to
Oh!
the bottom. He gets wrecked off the back straightaway.
Oh no, what happened?
That is a bumper
Where?
grab, and that is
Uh,
going to cost.
Oh
Gibson got
no.
turned around because of
How
74
bad
got
is the damage?
loose.
Yeah, bumper grab got him
Good.
and
His car
turned him
looks
around.
okay. He's just got a tire down, I believe. But he's overall
As
okay. Oh, he's like
LaPrade
He's on
will
pit road
be
along with Garson Munoz.
checked out
yes.
for right now.
So unfortunate. He had such a good run going. Hopefully if there's a caution, he can get back in there and contend. But if not,
I don't know if
that's
there's
very
any caution with
sad.
the way things have been going here.
As everyone's single
Yeah.
filed out, no one's by like anyone right now.
Right now, it looks like Dun LaPrade is gonna pull a classic Dun moment and just whoop butt.
This would be his
Yeah,
first
I
win of
Unless
the
it's
consider
season.
him-
wrecked.
Speaking of whoop butt, there might be some tempers after this race. Between
Oh?
the 51 and the 74. If not,
Well,
now.
I don't think so, considering that's more of a game thing than actual like racing incident. Look who
we'll see how it ends up at the end
look-
of this race.
look out of all people where he ended up coming. Oh, he puts him on the wall. The
Mhm.
51 came out right
Oh, and he's
behind
gonna
Dunn.
he's gonna overcook the corner into the wall on
Yeah,
turn
he took a
I
swipe at
think
Dunn.
51 might be done.
Yeah, that'll be
Yeah, I think
that'll be
he's,
that one.
Hey, I
51.
think he's mad.
And a little bit of tempers, like I mentioned, but
Um,
it looks
is
like-
I should've
gonna
listened to you
pull
on that
in
one, I'm sorry.
and maybe
yeah, he may be parking it.
I think
parking
he
it.
sped on pit road.
Yeah,
it could
Kyle Watts is not having a very fun day as he's about to go another lap down to Dunn here after too long.
All is in pit
Joshua
road.
Clements gets loose into one as well.
You know who that let catch up? Gino. He's almost 2 seconds closer now. After that, he's 2.7 back. He is gaining. I think he's using up some of his tire to try and close the gap.
Well,
Currently.
51 said something is broken, so that is going to do it for his race. Very unfortunate. Was in contention for the win.
Yes, he will
Yes.
still be out on track. It looks like he's going back out. He doesn't have
He's
any
going
seri-
very
no-
slow on pit road.
Yeah,
He is
he's
3 laps
He's in
down.
neutral too.
He may be having some
Yeah, he is
engine
going
problems.
to the tires at the end of pit
Okay,
road.
he's just having some fun there. All right.
I think
for
he
it.
broke all of his gears. I think his gearbox.
Yeah, that could
broke.
be what's happening here, and it looks like he is.
It could
Off
be
the track.
gearbox. It could be headers as well. That's entirely possible. He may have blown a rod.
As Joshua Clements
And the
gets
prod is
loose.
coming up the road along with
yep.
Gino.
Yeah, Gino comes in. Hopefully Gino didn't speed there. I don't think he did. If so, this would be a great time to get track position up.
If Gino can get out there,
He has a good shot. He's
he,
at this point, he's the closest best savior to a boring race at this point.
But now, who
Hmm?
is gonna most likely get lead?
I mean, Dunn's gonna get the
And
lead, but if
Joshua
Gino can
is
close the
Gonna
gap.
come in to the
Oh.
pits.
Ooh, okay, I want to make one slight observation. Before they went in the pit, Gino was only 1.4. He has been closing the gap from a 2.7 to a 1.4.
Oh, and it's gonna be a close race off pit road here.
Yes, it will
Gino's
be a
gonna be
very
right
close
behind
race. Gino,
Duncan Prod.
yes. Hopefully he did not speed. I don't think he did. I think he's good. That's going to close it up to just about a second, maybe.
Yeah, if not under that. And Kyle Watts is
Yes.
right behind them, but I don't think that's for position. But
And
Kyle
Gino's
Watts
sixth,
is a lap down.
and LaProd's fifth.
So that
As
gap,
Joshua is first.
He's on pit road right
Yes.
now.
however, the gap
Yep.
is now 5 tenths.
Yeah.
So that makes a huge difference. I mean, he made up over a second plus.
Yeah,
about
definitely.
12 a second and 2 tenths on him.
yeah, about over a
And
second on
Landon
pit road.
Lyle will be your leader.
At least
Yes,
for now.
I'm
He's doing that long strategy once again.
Get some
Well,
laps
yeah,
left
once
there.
Trying
again.
to
even.
play on a caution, but I don't think it's gonna work. He's got the fast
No.
guys coming right behind him.
Right now, I'm just going to look at this race, considering, yes, they are not in the lead currently, but once it cycles out, these
40
two will
laps.
be. 40 to go, and Gino is on his back bumper.
Yeah, so the battle for the lead really isn't over.
And
No, it's not. It just a new challenger has appeared.
Who's
Thank
in
you,
second?
Gino. You saved us from a boring race.
I'm trying to find second here, and I can't.
Well, even if this
Second
race,
is the
Second is
It's
74.
LaPrade.
Yeah, they've cycled out.
It
Everyone's
was
Everyone's
on
got
telling
the
me
land in
bench.
a
he
pit.
was
Going to
third.
And Landon Lyle's still out on the track right now.
I
Wonder
should
if
have
he'll come down
recorded
this
this from
time.
my
As
perspective.
basically,
This is a very good race.
almost halfway done.
We're already past the halfway point, bud.
Only 3
Halfway-
laps is half.
The halfway,
I can't
the
do math,
halfway
so I
point
don't
was
know where
lap
I have to-
70.
Sounds about right. I think.
here with that.
Here we go. The idiot actually did math. I actually did math. Thank you.
So
Thank you
did
very
I.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Calculator may have been used.
Calculator brain.
A few Miller highlights may have been involved.
As Landon Lyle
Stay in school, kids.
will be with some lap cars here soon.
Don't drink and drive.
I think they have a billboard somewhere around here that says that as well, funny enough.
Yes, there is. Garson Muyoung is probably having the day of his
And
life after
Tala.
being in
Gino
third.
takes a peek, showing him he's there. Oh, it kind of messes the Prod's corner up right there.
Oh, really?
Trying to find those weaknesses.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It kinda
It's about
worked.
that. It's about that time to start poking the bear and see what works.
Yep.
Yeah. He's really turning into Mr. Gadget and using every single gadget.
Gotta
If-
poke the
if-
prod.
Oh, he really puts it in there and won.
Prod.
Gonna get an exit though.
Yeah, these two. I mean, both these are doing such a good job of controlling their cars. Gino sends it a
Landon
little bit,
Lyle
but gets a good
almost
arc.
spins it out of forward there.
And he is right, not even that far in front of the battle for second right now. What would be the lead once they cycle out, but
Yeah, once a straggler goes to pit road. One thing that I want to say, kudos to
As
Carson
LaPrade
Muyoung
is
finally
catching
having
up
a good race.
to Landon Lyle.
how much does
Yeah.
this affect the battle for the outcome of this race? It looks like, unless there's a
Probably
caution.
not much.
Unless Landon Lyle decides to break and
Oh, he
LaPrade
is
absolutely
taking the line.
lines him.
Oh,
Landon!
he almost gets spun right.
That opens the door. Here comes
Yikes.
Gino.
Oh, and Gino's gonna get to the outside here now.
Yeah, that lets Gino close up real close. I mean, I think they're about a Winston apart.
I think LaPrade used a lot of defense, and Landon Lyle's coming up the road,
Yes.
but a lot
And,
of defense right there. And won.
Gino tried to get under LaPrade and LaPrade closes the door.
Yeah, that
Gino
was
is
a
trying to
big
capitalize
defensive
on it.
move.
It does help. Gino's now within 0.3 of a second, so the gap. I mean,
Totally
he's
loose.
definitely right there if something happens. Now,
Gino
As I was
can
about to
get
say-
under him.
He almost did right there on 4, but just
Yeah,
not
he's-
enough momentum.
he's got the potential to do so. Garsu Muyoung again, probably having the best day of his life. Finally having a race go his way this season. He's had a rough season so far. So with this will be a good
As-
confidence boost and a good points boost. Joshua Clements now into the 4th spot with Daniel Rivera into 5th. Tala Aziz has finally got back on the lead lap and in 6th. Again, very happy person right there. But probably won't be for the longest. Here comes Dunn. Here. He's about half a straight away from getting lapped. But
I'm
overall doing a great job.
surprised a caution hasn't came out at all this race.
Hey, it just shows that these guys are competent. That's what this shows. This shows that there's good racing. My goodness, they got close.
Yeah, that was a very
That
close exit
yeah,
off 2.
Yeah, Gino really shoved it in there, but he paid for it on the exit. But he is still a 10th faster.
If Gino can get enough momentum, he can get past LaPrade under the bottom.
The way Gino's gonna make a pass is he hasn't had to drive off. If you notice, Dunn kind of gaps him on a straightaway.
Yeah, Gino
What I
is
think-
definitely strong in the
But
corners. That's
Well,
how it was with
Gino's
51 as well.
Gino's strong suit is the entry and in the middle, but everything off is where it struggles.
Yeah, that was the
I mean,
same
I think
similar
he's
case
spinning
for
a little
Gibson.
bit too much tires, and
he's arcing it real good there. He's gonna get a good run on
Almost
the
got a good exit, hit the
backstretch.
curb.
Ah, dang it.
I think he's just spinning too much tires off of entry,
I think so.
which is getting that gap. But I think he did a great job right there. He kind of kept it close and packed.
Oh, as they
Together.
both go high.
Yeah,
I think they both
LeProd
had the
takes
same
the
idea.
line. Yep, he takes the defensive line from Gino.
Now, what's the worst thing
And
about Gino's
Gino's-
position is he has no clean air, so he's going to be considerably tighter.
Yep.
Oh, is he doesn't get gapped on straightaway this time. He held
Especially
his
here, that's
ground.
a
That's
big
good.
issue.
Oh, Gino's gonna try.
Who's gonna
Yeah,
try
Gino's-
and get the clean air and almost made
He
contact.
takes his swipe and he misses the tiger by a tail.
I have a very small tail at that.
And Gino
Yes.
slides a little bit.
I meant to say a tiger by the tail, but I will.
Same thing.
Yeah. It's late, okay, shush.
As it's 102 laps.
So we got 23 laps to go.
This thing has been
Gino's
green all
gonna
the
do
way.
something. He needs to do it now, but I think his tires are starting to wear.
Yeah, it looks
As
like
Dunn starts to open up that lead just a little bit.
Oh,
but
yeah, that
he's-
gap is starting to open, but
Oh.
that send into one, once again, strong in the corners, but just not very good on the exits.
yeah.
That exit was actually pretty good right there.
I guess it shows the difference between the ponies underneath that Ford or underneath that Chevy. I guess at this point,
The Ford's trying to just get
the
around
Fords have
on
not
the
just have
bottom,
a good season. Period.
trying to get the clean air.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is he has no clean air. And as much as yes, it's a short track and clean air doesn't really make a difference. When you're behind someone like this,
Well, that was...
it feels like the difference between being in the tailwinds of a 747 and trying to push water out
I
of a
think
boat.
if Gino doesn't spin his tires here, he can definitely probably get the lead.
I agree. I think if anybody has the chance to get it, it's gonna be Gino. But I think it's gonna come down to the wire at this point, as Gino just needs
And-
to bide his time and pick his moves well. As you see, it's
Gino
closing back down
is-
the gap.
Closing, and slowly but surely, as he's gonna choose the outside there. What I think he's trying to do is the road course tactics.
Late apex.
If you know what I mean.
The arc in the corner?
Where he goes high in the corner and LeProd goes high, and then he swerves back down to the bottom.
Undercut. Essentially.
So,
By the
what-
way,
what
there
do
is a very good battle for 4th place. It is between 3 cars, Garson Muyoung, Joshua Clements, and Daniel Rivera. 3 cars under a blanket right here.
as
Yes, this is very
Gino's
true.
gonna
It's probably the most
try
interesting battle.
again and will not get it.
That's 3rd
Garson
place,
almost just
excuse
got
me.
punted.
3rd place, not
As a
4th place.
Joshua's like saying, "Hey, buddy, time to move." Almost took the bumper to him. He does it again.
As
Wow.
caution might almost come out between Joshua and Muyoung.
Yeah. Oh gosh, he is. Yeah. Gino's cooking it. He's really trying. I mean, I respect the effort, but he's just gonna kill his stuff. He's not gonna have tire at the end if he keeps doing that.
I think Gino's just getting second tire behind the prod here.
Claudia.
The thing is, Gino's really hugging that inside while Dunn
LeProd
is. Ooh,
hits
Yep.
the under.
Dunn's arcing it a lot. Oh, whoa.
That was close for
Gives him
Gino.
a bit of bumper, not a lot though.
It's a surprise
Yeah,
there.
I think it's in the difference the way they're approaching the middle of the corner because
Ooh.
Dunn is arcing while Gino's kind of trying to cut down, which is getting him good speed in the corner, but not off exit. He's kind of sluggish. Sorry, you're about to say something, Zach?
Oh no, I was just saying there specifically. He surprised him there with that. That move to the
Yeah,
bottom.
definitely.
If there was more cars, the draft would be better.
Gino got sideways into 1. That's gonna
Yeah,
lose
he's
a lot,
really.
a little bit of ground.
They're
there
losing on the
was-
edge of out of control.
More cars here, and the draft was better. I'm pretty sure that Gino would have got past him by now.
I mean, either that or Gino's just really. I mean, because these two are really evenly matched. They've been about 0.3 of a second off of each other for like 20 laps now.
But also, LeProd tires
Clements to the
are
inside.
probably worn out.
For
That is
third
true.
place, Joshua Clements is going to get the move done in turn 1 and 2. Daniel Rivera trying to follow through and get 4th, and he does.
Yes,
Garson
these guys.
Muyoung falls to 5th.
Yes, these guys want to start going though, because I mean, Tala is like half a back straightaway away from being lapped. This guy's got to start going.
And Talha is
As
trying to put the
Gino gets
pressure.
a good corner, gets a good exit
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, he's trying to really get the arc, but he's hanging it out too wide. He's leaving too much distance to cover. That's what's costing him right now.
Yeah, we might
He needs
have
to get back down there.
We might have lap cars late in this thing. Very good
Yeah,
chance of
and
that.
they're
lap
probably
cars being
gonna
the
put on
podium cars.
A good battle
As
because
Gino's not spinning his tires as much in exit now.
I think right now Gino's praying that Tala gets in the way of Dunn. I think that's what he just has to pray on at this point.
Yeah, and if not Talha, right in front of them is Garson Muyoung as well.
Yeah.
If Tala messes up right here,
Yeah. Oh, as he got loose, that. Oof.
LeProd may get into Tala and they both may spin. Then that leaves Gino in the lead.
That is one heck of a.
And it'll be caution
Assumption.
and restart.
Yeah, this is a whole kerfuffle of cars right here.
Yeah.
This is. I mean, to be fair, they're gonna lap up to the top
Talha-
3 at this rate.
LeProd's gonna try go on the outside.
Oh, he's gonna go.
got checked up.
This is not gonna go well. That's
Oh,
really not a
Talha
good
got a
place
little
to
bit
catch
loose
a
on
lap car.
exit.
This leaves Gino some time to get around LeProd with these lap cars.
Big cut there.
Gino's trying.
Yeah, trying to get
Gino
the arc
is
off
there.
the
He's
corner.
on his back bumper. He's
Oh,
gonna
it
go
goes to the inside,
Dunn
gets
blocks.
blocked.
Big block there from Milparad.
Yeah, very
Defensive
good
into
block.
turn 1.
Not even a super speedway. We're still blocking here, and
And
Troy gets a little bit loose.
Gino
On
I mean, he
exit,
was
another
just playing
big
defense.
block.
Oh,
Gino
is gonna go
so tired
under.
of it.
He's
gonna
not
get
taking it.
Be under him.
He's not taking
Gino
it.
says,
Gino
out of my
will
way,
be-
Jose.
Yeah, Gino did not like getting blocked 2 times
But
here in
Dunn's
Martinsville.
gonna have it on the outside, so he's got to either
Well,
bomb it into
Gino
here.
Coming
get
to
it
or
5
here.
laps to go this time
Oh.
by the way. And this
Gino
is a
was
good battle for the
sideways.
lead.
Here
Side
they
by
come,
side.
down
to
LeProd's
3.
gonna probably
Dunn's
go on.
out clear for
under.
a second, but Gino's still under him.
Yeah,
I
does
don't.
Gino force the issue? He's gonna try.
I mean, they're side by side.
Oh,
Ooh,
Contact.
that
Off the
opens
wall.
the door.
And Gino will be your new leader.
And he's gonna
Yeah,
clear him
Gino
off
really
turn number
had
2.
to send. Gino really
Gonna have a
sent it
run
down
here.
in
Oh,
there,
and
but Dunn's gonna
Talha
send him back.
saves it off
Dunn's
turn
gonna do the
2.
same thing.
This is
Oh,
coming
wow.
down
Oh,
to
he gets
close.
the defensive line.
As we come to get 4 to go.
I think this is like the most excitement we had during this whole race, and
Gino's getting a little bit loose. He's still got pressure all over him. This may not be over.
They're
I-
both sending
Oh,
it in as
LePrad's
far
in
as
the wall.
they can. Dunn's in the wall.
and
Watch on the bottom.
Lose a little bit of time, but Gino gets loose on entry again.
Yeah, them rear tires, there's no grip left in them in the center and then the entry. They're hanging on. These cars are driving horrible right now, but
3
they're putting on
laps
one hell of a show.
to go.
Can Dunn get there? Can he close the gap, or is his tires finally gun cut? Looks like that may
Now
be the case.
it'll be
The battle,
2 laps to go.
the battle for third. Also, we haven't touched on this. Rivera and Joshua are here. Rivera's trying everything,
Next time
but the
by
battle for
will
the
be
lead.
white flag.
Yes, it will be a white
Does
flag
the
next
Prada
time by.
have anything left in the tank for Gino?
White flags gonna be out by now. Next time by will be checkered.
Gino gets the white. He has one more time
Oh.
around. Can,
LeProd
he,
try.
can he hold up?
He slipped
LeProd
up a little
with
bit.
Deep send as they come off of turn 2. LeProd stays with them mostly. No, he starts to fall back.
In
Gino
one more
might have it.
three.
Nice
In
shot.
The only
middle
way
of
to
3,
get-
Not gonna happen.
out of 4,
No.
it'll be Gino.
Gino Bononi will win at Martinsville.
I imagine Dunn is very.
That- battle for third.
And Kyle Watts does.
Imagine Dunn.
Does
Very
the
well
first
done.
Third is
Well
gonna
done.
go to Joshua Clements.
As Gino will probably do his victory burnouts soon.
Very well done.
He's gonna
Gino
come to the
Gino
front straight
Bononi
away,
missed.
and he's in first gear. I think he's ready.
Very well done to Gino Bononi. Mr. Excitement
And
wins.
there's the
And an exciting
burnout.
show.
Ooh, he hits
And
the
he
wall.
breaks on the wall. He had to make sure he gets through post-tech inspection. Amazing race. Amazing race.
There's your
Great
victory
finish.
burnouts now.
Does a John Force down the front. Well done. I bet he's
All right, let me go into the team speak and tell him. Proceed.
It's up to him if he wants to get an interview or not. If he
Yeah,
wants, he'll just join the waiting
I'll
room.
ask him.
You don't have
what
to.
team speak is he in? Daniel Rivera. Oh,
By the
he's
way-
in an admin place. I can't join.
Yeah, I mentioned Landon
Oh.
Lyle with that interesting strategy.
Well, he's also
finishes
still
fifth.
doing burnouts right now in a very victorious celebration.
Yeah, I don't. It's up to him if he wants to join for post race
Yeah,
or not.
I think he's just happy.
I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna do it or not, but if he does, we'll be here.
All right, he's finally off track for a second.
Honestly, I don't think so, but
I mean, we can hope. Still a very good job by Gino Bononi to get the win.
yeah, we had like you said, Landon Lyle with a top
Yeah.
5 on that off strategy.
Yeah, that's pretty odd, but it worked.
Something happened to Tala. I don't know what happened to him.
What happened? Did Tala fall back or something?
It looks like he retired from accident. Maybe he wrecked on final
Yeah,
laps.
potentially could have. It's entirely
I know
possible.
he got
Or you
very
may
loose
just
off turn number 2 with that battle for the lead, I think. Well, with the lapped cars.
Oh, blow tire. Called it quits.
Yeah, that could have been why.
Yep. Frustrating way to
yeah,
end it,
that'd
but
do it.
I mean, he was guaranteed a top 10, seeing only 12 people race. So
Yeah.
I guess that's something
And
you can take.
Oh
from it.
yeah, just went straight.
And
into
Gino's
the lead.
in the waiting room, by the way.
Ooh.
All right. So bringing our winner, Gino Bononi.
Insufficient permissions.
Oh, I don't have permission. Well,
No.
that's something. We're gonna have to do it in the waiting room because I forgot I don't have permissions.
User left your channel.
I'm
Channel
just molding.
switched.
All right, I forgot I don't have permissions in this TeamSpeak, but yeah. So Gino, win number 2 this season.
User
Yes.
joined your channel.
Oh man, I mean that was it was a long race. You put together what you needed to win. Take
User
us through
joined
it.
your channel.
I mean, they got a first run. I was saving way too much, and then the second run, I had a terrible pit stop, and I found myself really far behind Dunn, and I think Steven was the other one up there, and I saw Steven spun. And I guess I had a really good entry on that last stop that got me out right with Dunn, and I was just trying to bait him into some sort of mistake. That whole last run, he just wouldn't make a mistake, and then I think lap traffic hindered him a little bit, and I finally got something, and I had to take it, and he raced me clean, and I did my best to race him clean because we've always raced each other clean in the past, so I definitely didn't want to get into him or anything. I definitely wouldn't have wanted that. And I managed to just squeak by. I didn't really lead all day, but I just managed to get it right at the end when it mattered most.
User disconnected from your channel.
Somebody. But yeah, no, I see, how do I put this? So, with the tires and stuff, how would you say that setup felt, in your opinion?
I thought it was good. I saw a lot of people were blowing out their tires all over the track, but I was making sure to keep my tires in check. So honestly, I thought the setup was all right. I wouldn't change too much about it. It's a little loose on entry, I thought the brakes were a little too far to the rear, which was wearing my rears out on entry rather than exit, more so than anything, I think. But either way, I thought the setup was fine.
That's all I got for you. Do you got any questions, Trevor or Brandon?
I do got one, but you kind of slightly answered it. How was it really feeling at the end? Because I noticed, I mean, that rear end just wanted to step out on you. It looked like it was going to go sailing off to meet Dale Jarrett in the big brown truck before you did.
Yeah, as soon as I got by done, which is where I used up probably, I think, the very last of whatever grip the tire had, I was really mashing it to try and get by him. And as soon as I did, it was just gone. It was like on ice, and didn't help. I was shaking because I was not expecting to actually have a shot at that at the end.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't either, but thank God you saved us from having a boring race.
I thought it was
was a-
entertaining before that. I thought Dunn
Well,
and Steven
okay.
were having a good battle up front, and then when
Oh,
Steven
yeah,
wrecked,
but
it looked like it was going to be boring, but
yeah,
got it up
that's
there.
what I'm referring to. Because by the end of it, it looked like it was just gonna be Dunn pulling another Dunn moment, running away like it was season 9 Indy, you know.
Yeah, once
But hey, I mean,
when I was 4 seconds back, I was just pretty content with just running it out and finishing second until I came off a pit road right behind him. So thought I had a shot at it.
all I'm gonna say is great job. That was one hell of a battle, and I probably yapped too much. Good luck.
Thank you, and thank you, Dunn, for being clean once I got by you. I was also trying to be as clean as I could.
Got any questions for Gino, Bill?
I think that pit road entry was very big for you. Did you? How can I say this? Did you think you had a chance with that entry to get a good exit? And obviously, you did keep up with Dunn the Prod. And did you really expect to find a way around the Prod unless there was lapped cars?
Not really. Dunn's a really consistent driver, so I really was just hoping he'd make a mistake at some point, and I would just stay on his bumper as long as I could and try and get him to make a mistake, which he just was not doing until the lap traffic got involved. I really didn't think I could get him.
Yeah, those were two big factors for you. Hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, well, congrats on the win. I don't know where they're racing next, or if they're even racing next week.
I think
but
Nashville.
Atlanta.
Atlanta. That'll be interesting.
Oh boy, that'd be fun.
Well, good luck to you at Atlanta, and congrats on the win.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep, been a while since we've seen you win, but it's good to see you win at least.
Just one auto club. What do you mean?
Yeah, you just won Auto Club, man. Get your head in the game, Trevor. All right.
I haven't kept super up to date, so I don't know who's won what, but I didn't think you'd won this season yet, unless I missed something.
I won Auto Club 2 races ago.
Oh yeah, you did. I'm so
that's
sorry.
right.
I'm an idiot. I'm so sorry.
I watched that race too.
I did too, and I forgot. I'm so sorry.
Well, let's go ahead and go over to Dunn. Dunn, I think you got the most laps led. Actually, I'm pretty sure you got the most laps led. You had a pretty good race there going. Take us through it, Dunn. You're still there.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I want to say I'm so sorry to Steven for that deal on the backstretch. The back end got, all sorts of out of control, and I was mashing the throttle. I was sideways trying to hang on to it, and he bumper grabbed off of me. I don't know if I, came down on him when I was trying to save it or what, but I just feel really bad because he and I had a really good battle. It was pretty much going to be between him and I until my screw up, and I feel bad for him, and that pretty much turned his face upside down. And I'm mad at myself, just because I want to win at Martinsville. It's my home track and been wanting to do well here, and I thought tonight was probably going to be the night that I could finally get that win at Martinsville. But just 5 laps short. Guess it just wasn't meant to be.
Valiant effort, though.
Things happen for a reason, but I think One day
Wow.
you'll be in victory lane at Martinsville. What?
That was the sentence.
I don't know. I thought that was pretty well said.
Fair enough.
But yeah, next week, Atlanta. How you feeling about potentially trying to get some redemption there?
Well, I would prefer to win tonight, and that would have been the highlight of my season, winning my home track. Rough season for me, really, and to come that close to win, it stings for sure. But I gave it my all, and then my right wheel just gave out. But hopefully, I can turn it around with a win next week at Atlanta. But I don't know if we're racing at the Atlanta Super Speedway or the old Atlanta, so that's going to be fun to learn which version of Atlanta we're going to, because Atlanta is one of my favorite tracks, preferably the old one. But anyway, either way, hopefully I can get the win next week to turn things around. I think the last couple of races has been I think pretty good to me. So I think I got I got what it takes. Just gotta clean it up and just try to be one spot better next week.
All in all, you still got second place finish. Definitely not something to be disappointed with overall, but yeah, it could have been more nonetheless. But yeah, I think does you pretty good in points. Other than that, I don't
Overall.
have any specific questions. You got any questions, Trevor or Bill? Or unless y'all
I was
already
just gonna say,
are done?
overall, great race, and both y'all did great. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, same thing here.
Yeah, but congratulations to Gino on the win. That was a hell of a battle at the end there.
Made it entertaining.
I thought at least 5 times that Gino was about to either wipe out Dunn or Dunn was gonna wipe out Gino.
Yeah, one of the
It
two
looked like
I
it got
thought
close.
was gonna happen at some point. Either Gibson was gonna do it, or Gino, or somebody was gonna get into the prod. And
Gino was about maybe a Martinsville hot dog away at least 3 different times
Not
from
even.
punting him.
Not
Oh.
even.
Well,
Come on, we take the joke.
I know.
regardless, these are two pretty clean drivers. They kept it clean and
Yeah.
very good.
It's a good thing.
Well, other than that, that's all I got. Assuming Atlanta's next week, we'll be back for that. I think the Gnarl season opener is this Friday. We'll be there for that. And